Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And the Carolina Panthers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard. Line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Everybody, watch the pass. Here we go, 47. Watch twist. Then we're going to 52. Jim. Check 26, check 26. Undercut. 26.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
We're going to 54. We're going to 54. Tighten up. We're going to 54. Going to 54.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Let's get it. Kill.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Kill. Check. Hey, alert 3. On your team. We're going to 54. Check safety. We're going to 54. Going to 54. Check 52. Slip. 26.
They run for it with Hunt. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they...
Rush in. We're going to 54.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On second down, it's Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play call, and you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Shift. Check. Lucky. Check.
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Let's go now. 60 orange.
They go play action here on first down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Room here to run. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for the Panthers. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Alert 3. Check 3.
We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go. 30 pace, let's go. Hey, pick it up, defense, let's go. Sponge. No. Shift, watch the shift. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Stepping up, and the ball is knocked out. Shrugs off another.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Right there. 54 Mike.
2nd and 13. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Deebo Samuel. there to make the grab, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Here we go. Wide eight. And we're going to 54. Wide eight. That's got to be a long day. Whip. Watch the whip. Watch him. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Wide eight. Check 24. Check 24.
On first down, Hunt. Devin McCourty brings him down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check curls. Check name. Here we go. Kill. Check. No. Here we go. 47. 26.
Now Prescott. Throwing right, and that's complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
As this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Check the backer. Deuce. Watch twist. We're going to 54. Wide eight. Jam.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. A give right side now to Hunt. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Check.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Adam Gase having a belief in his guys. They're going for it.
It's a party now. Show it. We're going to 54. Right here. Here we go. 46. 26.
Prescott to throw on 4th. The quick slant caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. From 8 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception.
This was never lost, and that's a good thing to see, great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one. Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Sad Hut, 60 Pittsburgh. Let's see what you got.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here we go. What's the run? They're running it. Check 52's the mark. Check 52's the mark. I'm on. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, watch this. Kill. We're going to 53. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Why?
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. He's going, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
45. Mike, 45. No chance. 48, go.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
17 yards. And the Panthers first down.
Here we go.
Set. At the 46-yard line.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Exit. Mike 5-4. Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking downfield for Jones. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming. Double up. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Kill.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback...
Red. 18 Gator. Walk 54. You're not ready. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now this time he'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. On play action, they'll throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Von Miller, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Hey, alert 3. Here we go, 46. 10.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, here's Hunt. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First down, Buccaneers.
We're going to 54.
On first down, Hunt. They find some open field here. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Last week in that wild card win, only one catch, and now he's got his first catch here, and it's good for a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch safety three. Watch safety. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Anderson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Again, Anderson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
47. He's checking crap. Check. We're going to 54. Why? 36. We're going 47. 26.
Prescott. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Check not, check. Kill. Hello? We're going to 54. Going to 54. Line. We're going to 53. Go. Shift. Watch the shift.
They run again with Hunt. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. We're going to 53. Watch out. Watch the safety creep. Check 24. We're going to 54. Why?
Throwing. Prescott. The quick slant caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
Extra point good by Prater. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll run with Mixon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 50.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Get him, boys! Get him, boys!
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 31, check 31. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Check 43. Ready, go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Here we go. Set. Can Lobo. Key 8. Single, single, single.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Sets up 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run with Mixon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On the double. Watch 50. Hey.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Set. Ready. 60 outlaw. Focus, defense, focus.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
I smell fear in that offense.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ready, ready. 8, read. 54. Grace.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.